We were born in the darkness.
Matt must have gone to like Texas to be born and then came back or something.
No. Play Freebird, babe. I'm about to get into this taco.
Tater tots are overrated, in my opinion. An American standard donut that is absolutely deep fried with the nastiest ingredients in it, and I'm just going to enjoy that thing.
You know what's overrated?
Hit me.
The cookies.
Everything we just did was not recorded.
Perfect.
I thought I hit the button. I do have a can right here.
Are you recording yet?
That red light's on. Not as satisfying. Son of a bitch.
That's going to be our intro right there. I mean, none of this has even started. It hasn't even got to the intro.
But it's going to now. Welcome back. Episode 6 of the podcast. It's going to be fun. Today we're going to get into some State Fair, Minnesota State Fair food talk. We got a list of the brand new foods that just came out this year, right? Yep. So that's going to be fun. I'm an avid State Fair goer, so I'm excited for that. You guys have been, what, only a couple times?
I've only been once. I don't know
I've
how.
only been once as
Okay.
well.
Yeah. And my one time was last year.
One last year, okay.
Yeah.
Mine was quite a while ago. I don't remember the exact year, but
Nice.
it's been a long time.
Nice. So we're going to get into that. We're going to talk about the Olympics. There's a lot of sports on this list. We got some highlighted for you that we're going to dive into, see how that goes. And then we got a fun little athlete draft that I'm not even going to try to explain right now. And Matt's going to explain that when we get to it.
Yes, sir. All right. So fair food. So I know what is Minnesota? Are they the most popular state fair in the country, or they're pretty far up there, aren't they? Like they just get insane amount of people that are up there.
Crazy numbers, yeah.
And
they are really popular.
And last year was my first year. My family goes every single year, and as somebody who enjoys the finer foods in life, I was absolutely thrilled. I will say.
You were excited to go?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
Controversial take. It wasn't as great as what I thought it was going to be because my entire life it's been built up as this, like, this is the greatest thing that you'll ever have. Look at all the varieties, like all that kind of stuff. And granted, like, the new foods and new vendors and stuff like that they have listed look incredible, but mind you, you have to, it changes your mind when you're waiting in a line of 60 people to get, like, 3 walleye bites. It really changes things in your life. One of the things that was really disappointing last year was we tried the lutefisk tacos, and they were just an abomination.
Explain that, lutefisk tacos.
Yeah, like they just had lutefisk. You know what that is, right?
No, I don't actually.
Oh, do you know what it is? No. You guys don't know what lutefisk is?
No.
And you claim yourself a Minnesota.
Sounds like I'm guessing a fish.
It is a fish.
Okay.
This is I'm just going to call it Scandinavian because I think it's Norwegian, but I'm just going to call it Scandinavian. So this is a white fish that is made in lye.
What's lye?
Lye. You don't even know what lye is.
Is it butter or oil?
No, it is not.
Okay.
It is technically like a poison.
Oh.
It is a poison that's used. But obviously you don't make the fish poisonous. But
maybe that's why they're garbage.
It's basically a pickling agent.
Oh, okay.
So growing up, there used to be a very small amount of lutefisk at like all of the Minkle traditions. Like Connor would know.
Sure.
That and like
well,
and like the Shimmick ones
from like native to Minnesota lakes or anything.
You can use like any white fish that you want.
Oh, really? Okay.
Tilapia, halibut, anything like that?
Yeah, I can't remember what the actual like.
So lutefisk is just a way you prepare it.
Yes.
Okay.
And it is one. It's just rancid. It stinks.
Okay.
Because basically it's like pickled in this poison.
Take
what smells worse, anchovies or that?
It. Oh, I love anchovies.
Anchovies are good. I do agree.
I would definitely say lutefisk. So I've avoided it my entire life, and we were up there with our grandpa last year, and we all just kind of agreed like we got to give it a shot. Well, it tasted like ass. So sorry to those people that were making it. I don't know if it's back on the menu this year. But it was rough. It was pretty rough from what I had last year. Also, You know what's overrated?
Hit me.
The cookies. The Sweet Martha's cookies.
I think now it's almost a tradition more than it is.
I would say, yeah. I would say it's a tradition. I would agree. I think the last 2 times I went, we didn't get them. The lines are crazy long. Even though they have 3 stands now, the lines are just crazy long. They give you less and less, honestly.
Well, that's the reason I think they're overhyped is just because, like,
if you get the cone,
Oh, go ahead.
if you get the cone, they used to just like stack that thing up and you're walking out of there 2 hands, one on the bottom, one on top. With the bucket, they used to stack that thing up too.
Yeah.
I don't know the price on those anymore because I didn't see them the last 2 years, but I don't know. It's a chocolate chip cookie.
They're just not worth the price and the wait time.
The wait,
now.
yeah.
Where if, like, say that stand was not a million people long,
Yeah.
like, sure, I would love that.
I would agree with you,
I still
Matt.
think they taste good.
Overrated, no, but I'm not going out of my way to stand in line and get them. If
Yeah.
I'm with a group of people and someone wants to stand for 40 minutes while I go indulge in other fried, deep, delicious food, fine.
Yeah, if you bring me a bucket back, I would love to.
Oh
have
yeah,
it.
I'm smashing cookies.
But it's and what happened to us last year, and again, when we went last year, it was like 95 degrees when we were walking around. Like it
Yeah.
was
Gross.
tough. But also, so we got these at the end of the night because I was bringing them home for Sam. And here's the problem: they put those hot cookies in a bucket, and they just become like this, like morphed, like stack of cookies on top of each other.
Yeah.
Because if there's only a few of us. We're not gonna like burn through all of those cookies. We're not the Cookie Monster
No.
himself. Like, and I was and the wait time and just all of that kind of stuff. And I was like, I understand the appeal of this, and the only reason why it's as popular is because it's been around for a really long time, and like they've been on every food show that's ever existed. Like, it's fine.
What was your favorite thing last year that you tried?
Man, I had some incredible pierogies
Oh, okay.
that were super super good. I remember having some of those. I mean, the cheese curds are always great.
Yeah. Did you get them from inside? I can't remember the building. The huge cheese curd stand
Yes.
where there's like 300 workers, just absolute assembly lining those cheese curds.
Actually, you want to know what was actually the best thing I had? And it was the first thing I had immediately through the gate was a foot-long corn dog.
Those are bomb.
The
Pronto Pup?
no, not Pronto Pup. No, come on, get a life.
Oh boy.
No,
All
not
right.
Pronto Pup. Those are not. Those are
Our
not.
first disagreement.
Those are not what God intended. No. The foot-long corn dog I had like right off the bat, right when we walked through.
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta have something in my hand.
Oh, for sure.
Just
And
walking
you
around
went with a
that
foot
thing.
long. You went with a foot long corn dog.
First thing I
Mustard
saw.
on one side, ketchup on the other.
Just mustard, baby.
Yes, that's what I like to hear. Okay,
Just
now we're
mustard.
back on the same
Wavelength.
wavelength. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Last year we went. The first two things we got a icy. Danielle wanted an icy because it was so damn hot, so we got an icy. And then right next to it was a foot long pretzel wrapped hot dog that you can put toppings on. So we got queso and like jalapeno flakes. It was, yeah, that was good. And then it was all downhill from there. We literally tried and had everything. So you said state fair popularity. Last year, 1.8 million people came through the Minnesota State Fair.
Nice.
It's a lot of people. The top 5 state fairs in the U.S. Iowa State Fair, sorry.
Really?
Not Iowa State Fair. Texas State Fair. Minnesota's 3rd. North Carolina State Fair's 4th. And then Arizona State Fair is 5th.
Have either of you been to the Iowa one?
No.
That's not that far away. Like,
I tried.
You want to go?
I
I
try
haven't
to
really heard
avoid
of it.
that place.
Oh, well.
No, I'm good.
Now that you lost some money there.
We don't need to talk about gambling.
Yeah, that gotta save that for another.
That
Another
could be
time.
that could be a podcast all on its own. But I don't want people to take my gambling advice. I'm just gonna say what I'm gonna lose money on, and you guys can decide what you want to do.
That whole situation could have been a podcast on its own. What you guys
Yeah, just your.
fell into.
No, we are never going back to that place ever again, and I'm
No?
gonna leave it at that, folks.
You don't want to win slots and have bar credit or whatever you
$200
guys.
to the bar. That
So,
we're at.
anyways, we're looking at the list of food, and I think the big attention-grabbing one is the deep-fried ranch dressing at Lulu's Public House.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do that.
There is nothing crazy about this, guys. It is literally balls filled with ranch dressing that are fried.
Does that
That
sound
seems like
appealing
too
to you
much.
guys?
No.
Too much.
It doesn't to me either.
No.
I'm fine with deep fried and ranch, but gotta have something else in there.
What about deep fried blue cheese?
Ooh.
Yeah.
The problem is there might be a slight curdling that occurs.
In the blue cheese?
In the blue
There's
cheese
already curdles,
itself.
though. It's already a moldy cheese.
Yes, could you imagine frying molded cheese?
I can't imagine frying ranch. I can imagine frying curded blue cheese. Yeah.
So we're out on
I'm out on the ranch. I'm not going to be waiting in line for that. So
yeah, that's another thing.
I'm not going to be waiting
That
in
one
line.
is going to be insanely
it's gonna be nuts.
popular. So people are going to be out the freaking door for that, and it is just not.
There was an
You're not
Amish.
getting your flaming hot corn dog?
That sounds amazing.
That sounds good.
Man. Oh yeah, that first place on the list where they have the Korean ones. Yeah, these are Korean corn dogs. So the first one is there's a cinnamon sugar one. There is the hot dog and mozzarella cheese one, and then the flamin' hot one, which looks
good.
absolutely sensational. I've never had a Korean corn dog before.
I haven't either.
Me neither.
What do you think it is?
I think you use panko instead of like cornmeal.
Oh, I got you.
I'm sure the thousands of listeners will correct me, but I'm pretty sure you use panko instead.
A lot of the things on this year's list aren't like things like that, like a corn dog or the. Did you guys look at the bacon poppers? Where are they? The bite-size pastry infused African blend of spices, like poppers.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds really interesting to split.
Yeah.
Like I would definitely split that with other people, but it's not going to be something I waste a lot of my own personal time on.
What I was saying though is like there's a lot of like restaurant type food. Like no, hey, let's just go over here and get a quick snack. Go over here and get a quick snack. There's a lot of like African food and
well, the best place at the state fair in my mind is the bazaar thing, like where they have all of the different cultural places and like the. I think that's where the Liney's sound stage and stuff is.
Yep, that's right here, and then they have all the stands and like food and all that. Yep.
That was the place I could have probably hung out the entire day and just like bopped around to all the different places because the food there by far was my favorite. But you guys are peanut butter and jelly boys.
Yeah, the peanut butter bacon bites or whatever.
Thick cut bacon dipped in pancake batter, griddled and topped with peanut butter, whipped cream, grape jelly, and banana chips.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting for sure.
Come on.
We've been going for so long as a family. Like we have things that we hit, and we just walk around and we look at all the stores. We look at all that stuff, and it's an all day event. We're going this year. I think we have 10 total people going. We're getting an Airbnb up in the cities. It's going to be kind of crazy.
Are you actually getting an Airbnb that's close so you can like walk to it?
We're going to be I think within like 10 minutes. So I think we're going to Uber cuz every year they come out with new beers. I don't know, or like new alcoholic beverages too.
Yeah.
So like when we go and we have a group of 10 going off your point of sharing things, one person will get something. We'll all try it. Next person will get something. We'll all try it. Next person will get something. So it's never like, oh, I've got to put all these cheese curds on. You get one bucket of cheese curds, they're gone in 2 minutes. All right, next thing. Let's see what happens.
Speaking of cheese curds, those tacos look nice that have the cheese curds in them.
Yeah, I saw that.
How truly unique that is.
I'm not a fan of having like cheese curds like inserted into foods.
Buffalo cheese curd and chicken tacos.
See, that's why I don't like it because it kind of messes up like. And I'm not going to eat that because it's a texture problem. But it adds kind of a weird element, like a spongy kind of quality, like that I just don't really like. Because I'm pretty sure my sister got like some like buffalo cheese curds in a tortilla. It was a sad looking thing.
That's exactly what they're doing.
That is, yeah, they're doing that. They might be frying the tortilla though.
In chicken tacos.
It was kind of a sad looking thing, and I took a bite and I was like, this is just an odd combination. But maybe it's just because my brain is, used to the classic way of eating cheese curds.
Fried buffalo flavored cheese curds. And chicken topped with a blue cheese coleslaw, drizzled with buffalo sauce and served in a fried flour shell.
I take it back. That sounds awesome.
The blue cheese slaw. So I'm not a slaw guy. I don't like coleslaw.
No.
Blue cheese slaw though.
I either
very
much dislike it or I very much like it. Like there's no middle ground for coleslaw.
Yeah, I might have to smash some of those.
You gotta throw the coleslaw onto like a pulled pork sandwich. That's when it's good.
Depends how good it is. Some of them I can just.
Some of them are so sweet. They put so much sugar in it.
Well, those are the ones you definitely have to put on something that is appropriate.
That's a white person thing. They throw raisins into coleslaw and they need to be smacked.
Yeah, that sounds nasty.
What about the fried bee nana, because it's naan bread. Did you see that one?
I did, yeah.
Bee nana pie. That sounds really good. Minnesota honey, fresh bananas, cookie butter. Yeah.
See, this is
I can smash some of those.
when I was a reporter, I would get these emails from the state fair when they were announcing things, and let me tell you, if you want to track metrics for high content days or high traffic days,
Yeah.
it was when we would put this stuff on our website
I
because
bet.
people go absolutely nuts for like this kind of stuff. It was always so exciting because it's all this potential.
Yeah.
And again, I had a great time at the state fair. I'm not trying to say like I didn't. Definitely had way too much food and way too much to drink there because, like you said, they have a lot of different variations of like beers and everything like that, which I couldn't find that list. They don't have like any kind of drink list yet, which I'm sure in the next
have the
like
iced
week
tea
or
on
so.
there, but not.
Yeah,
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Cotton candy iced tea. Does that sound good to you?
No.
I don't like
cotton candy is not
though.
good in yeah.
Yeah.
Cotton candy's nasty.
You guys, it's just sugar.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
It's
Sugar.
gross.
Oh, okay. All right.
But they have the specialty beers in the same spot every single year. So like we know where to go to look,
Yeah.
and then you just look up at the sign. Last year I think it was cookie dough, green apple, and like a blueberry muffin or something like that. We tried them all, and they were all good.
Yeah.
I trust you.
They were all good.
I trust
Oh,
you.
they
on
were
that.
Now
so
they got
good.
those cookie dough mini donuts.
Oh,
Cookie
You should have
dough
done
mini
that
donuts.
the other night with your mini donuts.
Ooh, no. Let me tell you, I have immense respect for the people that churn out mini donuts the way that they do. I did it one time on Friday, and immediately after I got done, I'm like, I'm never doing this again.
how was that? That was
Not-
unfortunate I missed out.
It was not great.
No, like were they good? I heard great things. Let's say
I
that.
thought it
Matt.
was. I thought it was fine.
I had a good one.
It was extremely frustrating. Yes,
I had a good one.
No,
Well,
there
he
was
warned us of one that was going to be gummy, and so I happened to find one.
the first couple that got thrown in. So they didn't cook all the way. I had the oil way too hot.
Yeah, that first bite was a little interesting.
And they did.
I was
Oh,
like,
they just fried the
"No, I
outside and
Because
didn't.
it basically made the outside of them black, so I
I
had to
got
pull
you.
them out. And then when I checked on them, I'm like, oh my god, that's like mashed potato consistency on
Yeah,
the
it was
inside.
interesting first bite.
Yeah, it was never again. That was my one mini donut time. But
Well, we'll just
Yeah.
have to get some at
I
the
didn't get
state
to try
fair.
the corn dogs. I wasn't hungry enough to have one of those.
corn
but
dogs
they
turned out
looked
pretty good. I was pretty proud of them. But that cornmeal consistency, I would try it again with panko to try like the Korean corn dogs, because that cornmeal is so like gritty and like hard. It like dipping the hot dogs into it was like, oh, that's cement that I'm like.
That's what I
moving
was
the hot
thinking when
dog
you were
in.
first saying that you're going to try it. It
Oh,
seemed
man.
like it'd be challenging for that reason.
Listen, there's some times where I get a little ambitious and I'm like, I'm absolutely going to do this. And then I'm 30 minutes into the process that was supposed to take 30 minutes, but now it's taking an hour and a half. And I'm like, no, I'd rather be dead than continue this, but I guess I'll just keep going.
Cheapers.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Last one here. This sounds very interesting. I read it. I saw it. I'm going to find it again. It's a sweet corn float dessert drink. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Sweet corn cola float at Blue Moon Dine-In Theater. Made with sweet corn, cola, and sweet corn ice cream. Are you
Pass.
eating
Yeah,
sweet
pass as
corn
well.
ice cream?
No.
No, that sounds so gimmicky to me.
What if they
doesn't
put that
even-
in root beer, though? Root beer saves everything.
I will now drink root beer, but I'm not the biggest fan of root beer.
I love root beer.
I feel like that's super gimmicky. That's just like, what if we throw corn into here and it will have vague corn flavor because it's a Minnesota State Fair?
Yeah.
Like, that's something I would do. So let them do it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
They probably already did it. We're just
They
copying.
probably already did it, and somebody
Yeah.
went down and took it from them.
The state fair, there's like a routine. We park in the same spot. Actually, we won't this year because we're getting an Airbnb. But same foods, same path, and it doesn't get old. I don't know. It's just something. There's something about it. And I
only
don't
once a
mind
year.
crowds. A lot of people don't like crowds. I know you mentioned that.
Yeah, that's why I don't
Like
going.
you can
It's
do
hot,
do
humid,
crowds,
and
but like there's so many people. So many people.
I've never once heard of anyone going there and it not being hot or raining. Like it's always one or the other. It feels like.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And then you're around.
It drizzled-
unless
drizzled
it's
on
raining,
us last year.
You're around a bazillion people,
Yeah.
so it's like you're hot, humid, sweaty, and standing shoulder to shoulder.
And if it rains, there's not many spots where you can actually get under something.
Yeah.
So when you do try to get under something, it is just a nightmare of how many people are there.
Are you 85 years old?
Yeah.
What's going on with you?
I've already announced that.
What's wrong with the crowd?
Turn that
Crowds are
85-year-old.
great.
Scared of people.
Of course you are. Oh my God.
At least someone else
I
is
just
85
don't want to be
in the
around
group.
all the crowds when it's super hot either. That was my biggest thing. Is if it's hot and humid, I don't need to be standing shoulder to shoulder with people.
Just means you grab another drink, man.
And then
Dump it on my head or something.
I'm sure that's an option.
pouring lineies out on his head.
That's
Oh,
an
that's
expensive drink just to throw on myself. But.
I need a $12 summer shandy to throw into my
Yeah.
face.
The place where you get cheaper summer shandies is the Liney's, the Liney's stage. Is that the one you were talking about?
Yeah.
It's kind of in the middle,
Yeah, it's
and
in
it
like
has
the
taps all the way around.
Yeah, it's in like the International Bazaar area. Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about another one. There's a Liney's.
Oh.
There's another Liney's stage, or maybe not the Liney's stage, but a Liney's stand that has all like the fruity ones, just
Okay.
in the middle of the road, pretty much. They're cheaper there, like $4 or $5 cheaper. I don't know.
So only $17.
Only 17.
Gotcha.
Yeah, for a Dixie cup.
Do you remember any of your favorite state fair foods at all?
There's this thing called the Gizmo. It's a hoagie it's like a deconstructed lasagna. It's a hoagie with hot Italian sausage and beef mixed with some marinara sauce. You put that in the sandwich. You melt, what did they use? Swiss cheese? It's a white cheese.
Probably mozzarella.
Mozzarella. They do mozzarella, and then you put some marinara on top, and then they put it in a salamander where it just gets really crispy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So freaking good.
If I had unlimited money in my life, I would absolutely install a salamander in my house. They're perfect.
They're amazing.
Yeah, not the animal. If you're curious, Trevor, you look.
Do you know
you're
what a
not-
salamander is, Trev?
You're
I do.
kind of jetting around a little bit. Like, what the hell are they talking about?
Well, no, I was still thinking about the gizmo.
The
or
gizmo.
what do you
Does
call
that sound
it?
good?
Gizmo. I mean, yeah.
This Gizmo sounds
Nothing
great.
about it sounds.
What else?
bad.
The moon, the moon ice cream. Have you ever tried that?
No, just the moon in general. I've tried.
Yeah, the moon ice cream or the astronaut ice cream, whatever the heck.
No, I haven't tried it.
That's like extra creamy rich because they put like a nitrogen through it. It's like a how do they do the nitro cold press with nitro? That's how
Yeah.
they make their ice cream.
You're killing this description. Keep going.
I'm rocking it. I'm always good at
Do you
descriptions.
guys like calamari?
Yes,
I love
I love calamari.
Because that was one of the things I actually really liked on this list was calamari, and I love mushrooms. Shroomy calamari sounds
Ooh,
delicious.
That sounds really
That
good.
sounds good.
I don't know what that sauce is, but that looks good too.
We always get
Chipotle
the
sauce.
I always get them and then share them. The middle of cinnamon rolls, just forego
I remember seeing that.
forego all the outside stuff. Just get the middles. I get that. What else? We always try the weird beers. Danielle does a flight of wine. We always do the flights. They got cool flights over at the agriculture building.
Yeah, you walk through and you get like it's like $20 or something like that,
Yep.
and you get to sample a bunch.
Yep. So
Yeah.
usually we pick like two of our favorites and then get that. So I don't know. There's so many things. Last year there was an Amish donut place that was brand new. The line was like 2 hours. And it was a food truck. So they didn't even have like mass production. It was a food truck where it was just extremely slow. I love donuts. I'm not going to go buy an Amish donut. I'm going to go buy an American standard donut that is absolutely deep fried with the nastiest ingredients in it, and I'm just going to enjoy that thing.
I want that American standard donut, not any of that Amish crap.
Nothing against the Amish. They do great work, but man,
Shout out to the Amish. Not a sponsor, but they could be.
they could be. I would love some of their furniture.
They got the money for it. Trust
They
me.
do.
We pay. We have an Amish person did our cabinets.
Man.
I can tell you what we paid for it, and yeah, they've got some money floating around.
Dill pickle pizza. You couldn't get in line for that.
Yeah,
like dill
no
pickle
access to
anything,
that
though.
last year. That was way too long.
There's dill pickle tots this year. Did you see that?
Yeah,
You're not going to be able to get in line for that because
Yeah,
that's going
that
to be
one-
crazy long.
I
anything
don't think
pickle
I
related.
need those, but like if the line was short and you could just get them easily, like
I just don't do
dill
pickles.
I like dill on
Oh,
everything.
I don't like
basically.
pickles. On yeah, I don't like pickles. If they're on burgers, I like pickles. But anything else, or deep fried with chipotle
on-
mayo,
When they're on burgers, you like dill or sweet?
sweet.
Oh, you're broken.
What?
Yeah. What does your mom make? She makes sweet pickles, doesn't she, or does she make dill?
She makes dill because she made some sweet ones, I think. And
Did you
she
get rid
thought
of
that
them?
we liked them, and both Danielle and I don't like.
Oh,
the sweet
maybe
pickles,
those are the
so we
ones I like.
dill.
I don't know.
Come on, guys.
No
Come
pickles.
on.
Alligator?
I don't mind sweet on like burgers, but like
You've had alligator at the state fair?
Oh, it's so good.
It's
Alligator and hush puppies.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
chewy. It's
I do think
extremely.
alligator is one of those overhyped ones. It's good.
It's
but
extremely chewy chicken.
It's because we don't have access to it up
Yeah.
here. That's why it's exotic and
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, and I'm exotic and cool, so I had to go for it.
Yeah, okay.
Hush puppies, though, I think hush puppies are better than tater tots. I'll put that out there on the podcast right now. Tater tots are overrated, in my opinion.
The mob is outside. They're collecting. They just heard what you said.
It's all right.
The big tater tot is outside right now.
Yeah.
They're banging on the door. to
Instead
get
of
in.
tater tot hot dish, we should do a hush puppy hot dish.
There's no way that would actually translate to
Why not?
anything good. There's no way that because hush puppies and tater tots are different in their consistency.
Yeah,
It
but
would not cook correctly. It would not cook well.
Probably could be fine.
you can already make the hush puppies. Anything is good in cream of ranch or cream of chicken or cream of mushroom
Okay,
soup.
if we get one download, Taylor is going to make a hush puppy casserole after he shanks a field goal.
And we're going to try it.
Yep.
Yep,
And
we'll try it.
And eat hot wings. We'll do it all on the same day. We
Yeah,
got a lot of things building up right now.
Doesn't sound like a good idea.
The Hot Ones episode. Now, listeners, there's only a couple bathrooms in this house. It's gonna
Two.
it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem when this happens.
Just eat them fast and go home.
Now, knowing Trevor, the moment it's over, he is getting into his car and he is
Yeah.
screaming home to
He's gone.
be at home.
I'm gonna be halfway through crying and.
I'm going to be
Yeah.
a delayed bathroom guy. I won't need it right away, so you guys are good.
You've never done this before. You have no idea.
I don't think so. I think I'll be good.
I don't think
Taylor,
that'll
you
be
have
okay.
Taylor, you have no idea. You have no idea what it does to
I
your
also
system.
would like to say that I never actually agreed to this. You guys made this decision, and
You
I was
are-
just sitting here.
But you are roped in by being here with
Here's
us.
what we do.
I am doing very minimal dabs of this sauce.
We-
You said your stepdad wanted to try it too, right?
He would definitely do it again.
Hey.
He would definitely do it again.
Hang on. You both did it?
Yeah, Trevor, my stepdad and I have done it twice.
Oh, I thought you told me that you did it and he didn't get a chance to do it.
No, it was so the first time I did it with him was for his birthday. So it was a surprise.
What a birthday present.
So he
tried to
wanted
murder
he
us
really
for his
he
birthday.
really wanted to do it, and he didn't have a drink of anything the entire time.
Wow.
That's
I
a
was
trooper.
I was dying. I really thought I was going to be executed, but I set it up like Hot Ones where I asked him a bunch of questions
Yeah.
and
And the guy
You know.
asking the questions.
When
was the
I
one who
have-
couldn't-
and yeah, so it was the
couldn't
reverse. So like
function.
he was like in the Sean Evans role where he's like not doing anything. I mean, he was sweating profusely. It was disgusting. But he like no water or anything like that. I'm on the other side of like so who's your favorite Nebraska Husker of all time? Yeah, it was rough.
When I get the mic stands, it'll be perfect because we can set them up upstairs and we can do whatever.
Because nothing says an audio medium like eating chicken wings. Because all the listeners are going to be hearing is,
Yeah.
that's hot.
I can't stand that in general. I have to have like music or like loud places, even eating around people. And I think people know that. And I can't stand people hearing them chew.
I can't stand
Even-
hearing people chew, or even when you like keep your mouth closed and you can kind of hear your own chewing. I hate that too. Like
Yeah.
I'll have to have noise while
People-
I'm chewing.
People ask me that, and I'm like, I don't hear myself. And then Danielle, my wife, she's like, oh my God, you're the loudest chewer in the history of chewing, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, throw on some freaking Leonard Skinner and let's eat some food then. Cheapers.
Play Freebird, babe. I'm about to get into this taco.
Oh my goodness. All right, fellas. That's a wrap on the 2024 Minnesota State Fair. New food's coming out. I will be going there the first weekend. You guys aren't going this year?
Well, I mean, the due date for our baby is the 14th of August. So, like, realistically,
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to be
Probably won't be able to
get up
make
there
it.
necessarily. Trevor hates crowds, and he's hoping that it's going to be 65 degrees in the middle of August.
That
So,
would be lovely.
yeah, I'm
We'll
sure.
have to do a quick recap when I come back. I'll keep a list and tell you what I ate, and if anything's crazy, I'll tell my stories.
Give
Did
us
either
your
of you go
ratings.
to the
I'll give you my
Renaissance
ratings.
Festival at all?
We went a couple years ago.
I've never
and-
been.
And man, it's a lot different now that you're an adult. It's a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
different.
I've never been to it, but
Oh, you've never been to it in general?
uh-uh.
Me neither.
Okay. when you're young and you can get one of those wooden shields and swords and you're just whacking your brother all day, like it's a ball. When you're an adult, and I think it moved because it used to be in Shakopee, but I think it's moved, and you're just out in the field, man, and they put up some stuff, and it is hot. If you want to complain about hotness,
Well, what time frame do they do that? Isn't it like later than?
I thought it was in the fall.
I thought it was too.
oh, I mean, like we went like September, a couple years ago.
Well, September is unpredictable.
Yeah, it was extremely hot. We paid for a bunch of extra stuff too, and like we even got a hotel room. We went really all out. We also made the crucial, horrible mistake of Ubering there because again, we're doing all these drinking stuff and whatever, and we're trying to be safe. There's no like cell service out there.
Oh,
So like,
That
so you
sucks.
gotta walk halfway home before you can get a
so
ride.
we basically and it's basically like here's highway, here's
Yeah.
a little pull off section that you can go off of, and mind you, on the highway it's backed up like crazy of people trying to get off
Yeah.
to go to the Renaissance Fair. So like we stayed there until like the end, and we had to walk from the Renaissance Fair all the way through their parking lot again, which is a field, to like basically go out to the road to get some semblance of cell service.
Sounds like a true Renaissance.
To
man.
get
I
out
just
there,
heard
man.
that you have to at least go once to just get one of those giant turkey legs.
It's just not worth it. And also, they do not have the food options that you think that they do.
You
well,
can
no,
get a
all I
turkey
hear
leg
about
at the
is the
state
turkey
fair.
leg, and that's it.
You can get a turkey leg at the state fair.
Well, that's true.
Come with
I-
us.
But like, but then you can't like go to all the shows. There's some medieval crap going
Yeah, you
on.
can't see people beating up on each other and chainmail and all that stuff.
They have some unique acts, whatever. Maybe I should stop short of describing the clientele.
Yeah.
Oh, I know the clientele.
Yeah,
This was a tangent. I mean,
Listen,
we could just go.
Tell
This
me,
was the
tell
next
me, you
topic, too.
wore true to the time period clothes.
of course not.
Oh, darn it!
I dressed
Well,
like a
that's
normal
why you
person.
had no fun. I'm just
I,
kidding.
You were the weird one.
No,
they
man.
were looking at you like, "What is this guy here
oh
for?"
no, I felt that immediately
He
when
was
we walked
immediately a
in.
party pooper.
Because again, when you're a kid and you're just running around and having fun and whatever, the adults are playing make believe, like it's fun and exciting. When you're an adult and there is like someone that describes to you how they've been sleeping in a tent for the last month because they work in the Renaissance Fair and like this is all they love and what they love to do, and they've got like some kind of like whimsical accent and are like casting spells on you as you're walking by, it does make you think, what do you do when you're not here? What do you do when you're not here?
Matt just wants to go LARPing.
Again, I'm trying to be very polite about this. I'm trying to be very polite because I don't want to
Oh,
crap on anybody's
man.
thing because it's very stupid that I watch a lot of sports. I'm sure people looked at it the same way of
Probably.
like what an absolute loser to wear a jersey around or like support that kind of stuff. Whatever. It's not my thing. It's just not my thing.
Trev, we should go once.
All right, I'm in.
You guys have a blast. You guys have a blast. Ask Sam how it was.
All right.
It was an absolute nightmare for her that I'm not going to get into on here.
Oh boy. All right, Olympics are coming up. They start the 26th of July.
Yes.
What is that?
Soon.
2 weeks? No, next week.
Yeah, very soon.
Yeah,
They're still doing the qualifier stuff for some of those sports, but not all of them.
I didn't know that. I thought they were pretty much done.
Well, I think some of them are
But-
still like waiting to get in. I don't
Oh,
know which
okay.
ones specifically, but like the men's basketball. I mean, they're going through qualifier stuff, aren't they? Or
They
or
just
their
have-
exhibition matches,
Exhibitions,
whatever
yeah.
they are.
Exhibition.
Exhibitions. They're not qualifying.
Yeah.
All the qualifying was pretty much done last year at
Sure.
the World Championships
Yeah, that's true. A lot of the
when we
yeah.
got waxed by Canada
well.
They just beat.
because Brooks dropped 39. They didn't just beat them. They just kind of did what they needed to do to beat
You know
them.
what? I
Well,
wasn't gonna.
That's all I'm saying. It was just a win.
I wasn't gonna bring this up, but
We can bring it up for a minute.
Since you have, because we don't need to cover basketball that much because the men and the women that we have are gonna destroy everybody,
The women are going for 8
that
consecutive
now.
golds.
and they're gonna get it.
Oh, for sure.
They're-
100%.
It's not gonna be a problem.
100%.
Who was the interesting 3-on-3 that wasn't there some interesting name in?
Jimmer, baby.
Jimmer's on the guy's
Jimmer.
side.
That's right.
But
That's going to be
anyways,
fun to watch.
I-
And then the girls' side, they're ex-college. Well, they're ex-college people. We don't have to get into that either, but they should be pretty good too.
But I'm really sick and tired of people comparing Canada's team to the America's team. When your third best player is Kelly Olynyk or Dylan Brooks, and our third best player is, let's say, Kevin Durant, I think we need to have some more perspective here. Tyrese Halliburton would be the best player on Canada's team if he played. Well, maybe no, he'd be right behind Shea.
Yeah, he would be second.
But I need everybody to kind of temper their expectations. Sure, Jamal Murray and Shea, and they have some guys on their team that are good. They're not going to make the bronze game, let alone beat us in any sort of meaningful way. I need people to take a deep breath.
They got a good group. They got a good group to try to get out of. Argentina and Spain and Germany.
Yeah. And
Canada.
And I would say I think it's going to be Germany and America in the finals.
Yeah.
Germany has a really good team with Tice and the Wagners and Schroeder.
I was actually kind of hoping to watch a good pool for the U.S. But
no.
The first game's going to be good. Serbia.
No,
it's going to be better than it's going to be better than
gonna be
South Sudan and Puerto Rico.
Yeah, those
that doesn't mean much.
Yeah, true.
Those are going to be tough. But I've seen a lot of discussions about it. Like Drew Holiday and Derek White and Halliburton, and those guys are not going to be playing that much. And that's on our bench. Those would lead countries.
Yeah.
Those would be the best players on their country's teams.
Yeah.
Like Puerto Rico, the best player they have is Jordan Alvarez. You know who that is?
No.
He plays in the NBA.
Actually,
I
yes.
don't.
I do.
I don't.
I'm just.
I didn't know he was on that team.
I watched that game.
He is their team.
Well, yeah,
He
that makes
is
sense.
their team. Yeah.
I watched the exhibition game, and they've only been together for 2 weeks, so there were a lot of turnovers and just a lot of missed timings and all that stuff. But it was refreshing to see them all actually want to kind of play defense. And LeBron's out there running around like a 21-year-old, faster than everyone else on the whole court, and he's pushing 40
from all season. So
he wants it, man.
Man, well,
that's why all the old guys came back. They want it. They want it bad.
And then when he does that, people follow. Devin Booker just has to sit in the corner and wait for balls to come to him. He doesn't have to do anything. He doesn't have to handle the ball. Steph Curry doesn't handle the ball anymore. All he has to do is run off screens from our 7-footers and LeBron. And then Halliburton's a freaking road runner. He gets the ball and he's up the court in 2 seconds. And all those other old farts are probably like, dude, slow down. We can't run that fast.
Guys, we're up by 40 in the first quarter. We don't have to keep running like this.
Man. It's Embiid fell out in the third quarter because you only get 5 fouls in international play.
His gameplay is not good for Olympic FIBA basketball.
Man, it was funny.
Not good because he's throwing elbows into people's chests and you can get away with that in the NBA. You can't get away with that in international play. They will dump your ass quickly.
Elbows to the chest, true, but it's international plays a lot more handsy. You can literally take
but
your hands.
He's not a perimeter defender or anything, so it's not
out on the
anyways.
perimeter. It's a lot more physical, but down inside, no, yeah, you can't just whap people.
So the clips that I saw of him playing, guys were being physical when he had the ball at the top of the key.
Yeah,
he's trying to get space.
Yeah,
they're not allowing it. So then he panics and freaks out and throws an elbow or moves something or pushes.
Yeah.
And then he gets the foul call, and then every single time he looked bewildered. And everybody else on the team, I could tell, were
that's his
"Are
every
you
move.
kidding me? He's really on our team." Anthony Davis will be closing lineups. Embiid might be starting.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a huge Embiid fan. He
I know
annoys
you're
me
a
to
hater.
watch
Yeah.
him play in general.
Basketball's basketball. I think they're gonna do what they need to do. What other sports on here that you are interested in, Matt? What are you looking forward to? You're a
Going
big
for that
Olympic guy.
badminton right off
I'm
the
a big
bat.
Olympic guy too. USA, anything country stuff, man. Get me. Let's go.
You're patriotic.
I am.
You're repping the flag.
I'm ready.
I don't know if I've ever watched a whole game of handball.
Ooh.
I've never either.
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
But it's very odd to watch though.
I like watching the highlights.
I love watching the highlights too. The thing this year that I think is really nice is that since it's in Paris, it's only an 8-hour difference.
Yeah.
So realistically, you can just be watching this at work. I'm not advocating for that, of course. I wouldn't do
I'm
that.
totally
but,
advocating.
But I'm just saying, you do have some pretty good access to some of this stuff. I love swimming, Caleb Dressel and Katie Ledecky.
Yep.
I mean,
Katie Ledecky is
I hope
unreal.
she gets all
Man.
crushes the record.
She's going to.
I'm sure she will, but
she's not going to be able to crush Phelps' gold record.
No.
No,
she's
but
not close to that. But I mean, she's just amazing, man. She is just incredible. And I think...
Well, how old is she?
She's not very old.
Because she might still have a chance
20,
if she continues her pace.
I want to say she's like 28.
Yeah,
oh,
so
she's
she'll
older than I would have
So
thought.
she'll be like mid-30s by the next one.
So she's like on the same pace as Phelps was,
Katie
I feel
Ledecky.
like.
Oh, sorry, Trev. Katie Ledecky owns the last 17 fastest women's 1,500 free times.
Yeah, dude, she crushes.
Her fastest one in 2018 was 15 minutes of swimming at that pace is ridiculous. 15:20, which is fast.
And sort of...
The last 17. There's no... Did you see her qualify?
Yeah, I mean, she's just she's in a completely different league from everybody else that is swimming against her.
She won that race by 20 seconds. She was sitting on the rope waiting for people to finish.
She could hop out of the pool.
Can't get out of
She
the
could have
pool.
been done celebrating. Drank a whole bottle of champagne by the time they are done.
But also, like, Dressel, he's been in the Olympics quite a few times over the years. He had a kid. He's been out the last couple of years. I'm curious now that he's going back, kind of see where he's at. As far as the men go, there's a lot of young guys that are swimming, so it'll be interesting to see them kind of jump up. Trevor, you mentioned Jimmer Fredette. So if people aren't familiar, if people are not familiar with Jimmer is kind of like a college basketball
hero.
Yes, like 2000.
Legend.
2010s, right? Like he wasn't early 2000s.
I think I was just in college.
Yeah.
Or
It had to be
just
a little
graduating.
later. Yeah, it had to been like 2015, 16-ish.
This is...
Oh, I don't know if it was that late.
This is like
It could have been like too much earlier than that.
I don't know.
He is like kind of Steph Curry, but never really amounted to anything in NBA wise.
Where did he go?
He went to BYU.
BYU.
Yeah. So he is just a chucker. He has this amazing 3-point shot that did not translate at all to the NBA.
Unlimited range.
He plays in China right now, and he just rips people apart. I think earlier this year he went for like 60 on him in one of the games, whatever it was.
He's 35 years old.
He's 35. Okay, so yeah, he's been playing basketball for a long time, and he's on our 3-on-3 team. I don't know if people realize we have 3-on-3 basketball now, but I
didn't
believe
we have a women's team last year, just not.
Yeah,
And not
so,
a men's team though.
Well, we had
or not last year, obviously, but 4 years ago.
Yeah, so I think the first time was the last Olympics that there was 3-on-3 basketball. But I just think it's so funny to me that Jimmer Fredette is going to be in this game, and you can't find other basketball players to get into this thing at all. They
just want to get people's attention. I mean,
that's really cool to me.
Caught my attention.
It absolutely is. When I saw his name on the list,
Who are
I
the
was
other
like, heck
two?
yeah.
Do you know?
No, I've never heard of them
Okay.
before in my life. Robbie Hummel. Do you remember him?
Robbie Hummel.
He was on
Butler.
He was on the team.
Was it Butler?
No, Purdue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
The dude who he tore his ACL a couple times.
Yeah. Yep. So he was on the original, the first team.
Wow.
Team. He's not on it anymore because I think he calls Big Ten games.
Robbie Hummel, what a pull. Yeah, Jimmer Fredette started playing basketball, 3-on-3 basketball in 2022 when it was introduced, hoping to qualify for the 2024 Olympics. Dang.
So I'm not going to be paying that much attention to it, but just the fact that
If it's on, you're going to watch it, though.
I can still have access to Jimmer Fredette highlights.
Man.
Is so funny to me. It's so funny to me that he's still rocking with it. The other one, I just love the track events. It's that's kind of how I fell in love, aside from gymnastics. But that's kind of how I fell in love with the Olympics, because watching Usain Bolt run.
Yeah, all the shorter races are really fun.
Honestly, all of the Jamaican runners is kind of the reason why I'm I can't believe this is physically possible for people to do.
Yeah.
And we have an amazing runner, Noah Lyles, who just crushed everybody at the championships in wherever, Croatia or Hungary or wherever it was this year, and he's going for it, man. And he's pretty young, and I think this will not be going to be his first go around. I think he's got a bronze from a couple years ago or a silver. But I'm so excited to see him run. I'm so excited to see the relay race, all that kind of stuff. Sha'Carri Rogers, love her. I know that she's controversial for some people because
Is she the one who just gets decorated as hell?
Yeah.
Wears the wildest things?
Yep.
nails are like 18 inches long.
Yep, but fast as hell.
She is fast.
So in my mind, you can wear whatever you want if you're fast.
If you're
as hell.
that fast, yeah, who needs wind resistance when you have your hair longer than your butt and you're just running fast? You like actually, okay, Matt, explain this. I didn't get this. He's whipping out some awesome Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Yes. So
What?
are you familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh?
I am. It's a card game, right?
Yes.
Like kind of like Pokemon and Magic kind
Yeah.
of thing.
So like for some qualifier stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and he crushed these qualifiers. He was pulling out. He had like a little pocket on the front.
Okay.
And he would pull out a Yu-Gi-Oh card when he's getting introduced and show it to the camera.
Okay.
And like the first one he pulled out was like Blue Eyes White Dragon, which
Classic.
absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And then he would just tuck it right back in his pocket and,
And run with it.
and just like destroy people.
Interesting.
So funny to me, very relatable. If I had any kind of speed, I think I would like to do the same kind of thing, but unfortunately I
What
do
card
not.
would you use? Are you going Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon?
Well, now that he's well, I mean, I would definitely get that first edition Charizard out.
There you go.
But no,
You
unfortunately,
haven't sold that yet?
No, I played with that. I'll show you my Pokemon cards.
Do you actually still have it?
Yeah, I got them all.
Nice.
I got them all.
My Pokemon cards are at clinic for when my kiddos come in if we want to play with them.
Yeah, exactly.
But-
See, that's the problem. I was a child and I actually played with my cards, not like the nerds that just
No.
kept them in amber their entire time.
I did too, and I was looking through them, and I got a ton of first edition too, like
Yeah.
holographic stars.
Yep.
I'm like, man, this thing is ripped to shreds.
Yep.
What would this go if it was like absolutely mint condition? That's a chunk of change.
Yeah, you get like $2,000 for
Dang
like a first edition like Gollum card, and I was like, yeah, well, if it wasn't bent and ripped and tattered, and like, also here's the other thing that I thought about when all those card things like blew up during the pandemic.
Yeah.
I was like, imagine all those stupid ass trades I did with other people.
Yeah.
Where like, here is my first edition Blastoise for
Yep.
like some of these like other like crappy cards, whatever.
For good old Weedle.
Exactly. I can't even imagine.
Weedle and a couple energy cards. I need to
Yeah.
fill my deck up. Come
Some
on
of
now.
those energy cards are worth something too. Now.
I can't even imagine what I gave away. But anyways, very excited for those.
Oh, man.
But my mind and my heart is always open for the Olympics. Whatever's on, I'll check it out for a little bit.
I would
I
agree.
see that you marked down sailing. That's an
Sailing.
Have you
interesting one,
have you watched sailing?
I've never really paid attention.
Like when they do like the recap things
Yeah.
on like NBC, and they show like 15 seconds of it. That's really the only bit that
I
I've
don't even
seen.
know. What do they even do? Like, what is the challenge that they do for
You've
sailing?
got to go like a route.
You
like a
have to-
course,
yeah.
isn't it?
And then it's time based, like who gets the fastest
I-
through
I
that
would
route,
as-
or what?
I
There's
would
like
assume
2-man,
so.
4-man, and 6-man sailing. I don't know how many are in the Olympics, but yeah, NBC and like Peacock and all those things, they show these weird things all year round,
Yeah.
and you can watch it. And it's wild. Like they're hanging off boats and they're harnessed in, and if they don't get clipped in, they'll go flying around on their harness. It's wild.
I've been
it's
on
a
one,
rough sport.
I've been on one sailboat in my life, and we were on it on a lake in South Dakota. Mind you, listeners, I can't swim. Like I can doggy paddle, but I'm for sure going down. He had that thing. I'm not joking. Sideways. Like
Yeah.
I was holding on to bars, like my legs.
when you
like,
were on it.
dangling. Yes, and he was like
awesome.
ripping around this lake, and
Oh,
and
man.
I was petrified. I was absolutely petrified. No life jacket on or anything like that. No safety. Because I thought we were going for a little cruise. Nope. We are like doing like the most insane
Flying.
like flying, like no motor going or anything like that. We're just catching wind and ripping through there. So I'm a little afraid of sailing.
So
you know,
water
from here on
polo
out.
wouldn't be your sport.
Water polo, I'm done skis.
Water
I don't know
polo.
how-
I want to know
water
how.
polo's insane.
I want to know how deep the pool is
Could you
because
go
you
s-
can't touch.
It's pretty deep.
I bet. Yeah, they probably
Yeah,
do it in.
Their
A,
stamina is insane.
it's not. It's unreal. Imagine being a goalie
Oh,
I-
You-
taking
I
that
can't
ball
do
off
any
the
of those
dome, trying to
positions. There's no
swim and like
chance.
guard it, oh,
and
man.
just have to tread when it's down at the other end the whole time.
And then those guys have
No,
to like
I'm-
pop
I'm-
out of the water with no like help. Like,
Yeah.
just to go.
If I'm the goalie on the other end and no one's around me, I'm holding onto the goal with dear life.
I don't think you can.
It's probably not even like down into the ground. It's probably just like floating there or something
Maybe.
like that. But
Goal
I'm
just going
like,
down.
I'm
with you.
I'm holding on for dear life until they come back, and then I'll drop and like try
Man.
to play some defense. No,
just hanging on the edge, just
Oh.
watching people play.
I would be absolutely toast.
Have you guys ever played badminton in elementary school, like PE?
Yeah,
That's a why. Have you watched it? It looks like you're going to be a first timer watching that too.
little different than PE class.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that.
Michaela and I played against a guy that went to college with us that won Junior Olympics.
In badminton?
Yeah, he just destroyed us, and he was doing like between the legs and behind the back stuff and whatnot. I'm like,
was it 2v1?
Yeah, it's 2v1.
Dang.
And he just killed us.
Who do you guys think is going to win for beach volleyball? Who should people be watching for that?
Oh, who is it? The German group that's been doing amazing?
No.
I think it was Germany.
Germany, the Netherlands have a really good duo.
I say watch Chase Budinger and.
If we're talking, I'm going to go opposite of Trev. If we're talking USA, I would want to see Partain and
I think that's the more
Benish.
likely team to go farther.
That is the most likely
That's why
team,
I'm
yep.
saying I want to see Chase Budinger. I want to see how well they do, and I'm hoping they do amazing and shock some people.
And I think they will. I think they'll
do good, but I don't think they'll make it too far.
No. Brazil always has really good teams. The
especially
team
women's.
from Sweden, they're 2 kids. They started like the whole jump set tempo offense type of attack, and they're unreal to watch. I don't know if they made it, but they're fun to watch. I don't know.
I just think like size-wise and how good of a swinger he is for his size, like Partain is probably the most fun to watch.
Oh, kid's unreal.
Yeah.
He's a lefty.
Is America taking it?
No,
probably not.
Oh.
America's
I
not
hope
going to
so.
take it.
They'll put up a fight, but they're not taking it.
What about indoor volleyball?
No,
No, probably not either.
Ugh.
no.
don't know.
What does our
we-
country become?
Third place.
Can't even win volleyball.
Third
That's what it's
place.
become. That's why we stacked up on basketball. We're making up for our volleyball failures.
Sweden, Brazil, Germany, Netherlands, Czech, Italian, Brazil, Norway. Yeah. USA, Partain and Benish are 9th in the world. And then Evans and Budinger. That's just wild. Trev, Evan and Budinger played 21 tournaments to make the Olympics. Wild. I don't know how many teams total make the tournament. Is it 18? Rankings explained. We had a ton of girls try to compete for the Olympics. 1, 2, 3, 4. April Ross. That's her name. No, she's not in it. She just came back to the AVP. Men's volleyball, top 16. On this list, they are 10, but that's close enough to 9.
Yeah.
I guess.
They're
only 40 points behind. So they got Norway, and then Italy, and then Germany, and then Sweden, and then Brazil again, the Netherlands, Spain, Italy, and then the U.S. U.S. with Andy Benish and Miles Partain, which are just extremely fun to watch. You got a 6'9" dude who's athletic and can jump set and can do a bunch of stuff, and then Miles Partain is just a freak athlete when it comes to being a lefty, and he's like the quiet
6'1" or something.
I think he's not very tall. Maybe 6'2". He can jump out of the gym. He's got a whip of an arm. It is unreal. And then at the time, Theo Brunner and Trevor Crabb were 15, and then Tribe Bourne and Kame Schock were 11th. And we don't need to get into it, but
Which you can't have 3 teams in. So
you can't, yeah.
Unfortunately, Crab and whoever you just said didn't make it.
Crab and Goyle.
Crab and Goyle.
Crab and Trevor didn't make it. Evans and Budinger did, Trevor's squad. But now a couple of those pairings are no longer playing on the AVP tour. So I don't know if there's drama going on or what. But
Well, if you don't make the Olympics, you got to switch up your teammate.
it is wild. And I've asked my wife this, and she knows a little bit more about the whole pairings and volleyball stuff. It is cutthroat, man. If you're not winning, people are like, oh, yeah, going behind other people's backs.
That's
Hey, let's
all
partner
sports
up. Let's
now.
do this.
Like, look at basketball even. Like,
I'll
people
never
are
give up on you,
left and right.
Trev.
Or look at, like, college sports now with people just doing transfer portal everywhere.
When the money's good.
It's just
We
people
need-
quitting and going somewhere all the time.
That's a whole nother conversation. You see what Phil Knight just said about Oregon?
Yeah, he wants a championship.
He's 86. He wants a championship. He said he's giving unlimited funds to Oregon for NIL stuff.
Absolutely.
Wild. Olympics. I like it. What other sports are you guys interested in? There's so
Everything.
many.
And the Olympics is the one time I'll watch every single sport.
Are you going to watch climbing?
Sure, why not?
So there's rock climbing, there's leading, and there's another thing. I don't know what the other thing is.
I won't know what I'm watching, but
I don't know what the other thing is. Leading
I'll still
though,
try to watch it.
I guess it's a path or whatever up the wall, and you have to get as far as you can in the amount of time,
Yeah.
and then that's how you get like ranked, or that's how you get scored, which is crazy. Just climb up a wall with like your hands.
Yeah. I think
I don't
the
know.
sports
That's
that
some
bug me
Spider-Man
the most
stuff.
is the ones that have like judges, just because I don't always know how the judges actually truly score things. I guess.
I'll be watching golf. I'll
Even
tell
though I
you
do
that
like
right
gymnastics. Gymnastics is fun to watch.
now. Simone Biles.
Yep.
Biles? Is that how you say her last name?
Yeah,
Yep.
Biles.
She is. Yeah, she's good.
And I can't believe you didn't highlight table tennis on here. I mean, come on.
America never has anybody in it.
No.
No.
But we still got to watch someone
It's
crush
always
at it.
it's always Taiwan and China.
It is.
Yes.
Those people are unreal what they can do with a freaking little paddle and a ball. It's nuts. Rugby sevens. That's an interesting little sport right there.
That
Rugby,
seems like
I've-
ways to get
I've
destroyed.
read into the rules
Have you
so many
seen
times
rugby?
on rugby, and I
Yeah,
still
man.
forget it every single time I watch.
That's intense.
People are getting laid out, no pads, and then they hop right back up. People get laid out in the NFL with pads,
Yeah.
even though they're going like shoulder to shoulder and head to head. You know how to tackle in rugby. If you don't, you're dead.
Yeah.
You're dead.
Well, I think that's the whole thing, like that they've been arguing about for the NFL is that like once you have the pads, people feel protected, so you just hit harder.
Yeah.
And you don't try to defend yourself when you're tackling.
Well, right. In rugby, you don't lead with your head.
Yeah, because you're
In
gonna
the
hurt.
NFL,
You'd hurt yourself.
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
do
In the
that.
NFL, people get hurt because they lead with their head,
Yep.
trying to make tackles, and then that's when they get into
Yeah, both players get
serious
hurt.
problems.
You're not going to watch marathon swimming. You don't want to watch 26 miles of swimming.
No.
I'll watch
no.
them cross the finish line.
Yeah.
I'll catch the highlight package that they have on NBC. That's what I'll see at like the end of the night of like Mike Tirico like breaking down everything.
Breaking it,
Same
yeah.
thing with the running. Like I can't watch those super long runs.
Breaking
It's
down
just
the strokes and like the
short
splits.
sprints.
So where are the Olympics going to be shown this year? NBC is one of them probably. Is it ABC, NBC?
No, it's NBC and Peacock. They're the
Yep.
ones that own the rights.
Is Peacock an NBC affiliate or however that works?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, looks like I'm going to have to get my 30-day free trial of Peacock coming soon.
Taylor
They're also
Peterson
not-
2 at gmail.com. Taylor Peterson 3 at gmail.com.
Unless they up their prices, they're not actually that bad.
Wasn't
to
it like
just pay
$10 a
for-
month?
There's
Or
gonna-
was it cheaper?
I bet they're going to have an Olympics deal.
Good.
Yeah, probably.
Do you think they'll have? I don't know Peacock or anything. Do they have like the 4-in-1 TV display?
I don't know about
That'd be
that.
perfect for the Olympics. Like YouTube TV can do like 4-in-1.
If they do, I bet it's just them showing whatever they choose to show, not like you picking four that you
Oh,
want or
man.
anything.
Are they having BMX cycling
I think so.
or freestyle and any of that stuff
yeah.
Yeah, probably.
this year? So
Yep.
this whole list is this year.
This is all the sports that are
Wow.
options. Yep.
All this gets done in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Sweet.
Yeah, try to watch all of it. Dare you.
Archery. I'm going to watch archery.
It's going to be 3 a.m. locked in on Taekwondo.
Yep.
Matt will be. We're going to get text messages early.
America back for cricket.
Yeah. There
Are
you
they?
go.
Did they make it?
Beat
I don't know if they made it or not.
They had that upset.
with against India, or was
I
it?
don't-
No, it must not have been.
It was one of those
Big
countries
name,
that
big
were
ones,
really
though,
good
yeah.
at cricket, though.
I don't know what the qualifying was for that, because just because they beat one team and then get waxed in the next game, I
Hey,
don't know.
but it was exciting. to
Flag
beat one
football
team.
is not this year. I know that.
Flag football's next year.
Next year. That's
Olympics.
we are. If who's going to play in that?
Everybody wants to.
I know everyone wants to. We are going to wax people.
I don't know. Flag football's a. I don't know what to expect.
Trevor.
Trevor.
I don't
We
know.
are going to wax people.
Why?
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 Because every
Because we got the-
NFL player wants to participate in it.
'Cause
Yeah,
we got
what
the-
makes an NFL player so good at grabbing a flag? Like,
They don't need to grab a flag. They're shifty.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in the world for a lot of sports and a lot of different things that are
What
not the
a
NFL.
horrible
They
take.
can also be shifted.
There is no way that the U.S. is going to.
The best advantage they have is that they have the receivers that you can just toss up and beat anyone with.
And they got the best quarterbacks in the world. We're the only country that plays football.
Yeah,
American football.
right.
Now, if you put us on the pitch, we're going to get waxed.
When Justin
I don't think the running for flags has.
when
most
Justin
of it.
Jefferson is mossing the Baghdad car salesman in the back corner of the end zone.
I'm not talking about the teams
like
that are
we're
bad
gonna be
at everything.
destroying dudes.
I'm not talking about the teams
There
that
is
just
gonna be
don't have a
people-
single sport they're good at.
Trevor, this is so wrong. This is so wrong that I can't even believe this. I was going to suggest having like only college football players be able to participate in this,
And we'd still wax them.
and we would still destroy them. Let all the Sanders kids do it.
Let all of them. There's only
let all of them
three?
do it. Perfect.
Two?
Perfect.
Three?
That sounds good enough for me.
How many people are going to be on? Is it going to be sevens? Do you know anything about it?
I think it's supposed to be like a 7-on-7 thing.
I think we will be better than everybody.
Trevor.
I think you guys are still overhyping how good we will be, though.
I'm sorry. You think Tyreek Hill going against the
Against rugby players turned football players.
Yes.
That's the only way they can do it.
Why?
Who
Why
else
would
is
they
going to
need
play?
rugby players?
Who's going to play flag football in
I
other
don't know, you can
countries?
Grab a random guy that plays ultimate frisbee all day.
it's not the same.
The only problem there is that he's not a professional. Or he might even be a professional. I don't know if they have professional ultimate frisbee over there or something.
They don't understand how to
We're
play
not
football.
tackling.
It's the concept of football, though.
Yes, it's actually running routes, running plays, having a concept.
Well, if you go by that, then there's no other teams to play against at all.
Trevor,
Well,
Jimmy,
that's
Jimmy
the point.
Garoppolo could be our quarterback, and I would still feel like, yeah, we're gonna win gold.
I don't know.
He's sitting out 2 games.
I still think
he's
we're
popped
winning
for
gold. I'm
steroids.
not saying we're not winning gold. I'm saying we're not going to win by like 100 points or something. To every team. To every team.
What a zag! It's Skip Bayless on the couch over here.
They're winning. They're winning by 4 touchdowns plus every single game.
All right.
However they score it, I don't even know. They're going to win by. There should be, in my opinion, there should be a mercy rule.
Yeah, exactly. Just like you have in college
Yeah.
with intramurals.
Yeah.
That happened to my team a couple times.
You got beat so bad.
We got mercy ruled by the backup Winona State team.
And what sport are we talking?
Football.
Flag football.
Flag football.
Really?
Backup Winona
What
State
was the
football
mercy
players.
rule? What was the number?
Like 60.
Dang.
And they got to 60 quick.
So
Let me
there
tell
you go. Backup Winona players, USA flag football. Matt.
What does Matt have to do with
I'm basic.
That's
like,
the
Sorry,
example.
Matt,
In
but
this
No, that's the
scenario,
example.
in this scenario, I'm like Sweden. You think Sweden is going to come in and be like, yeah, Bjorn have the best arms in the Swedish football league?
Yeah, but I don't expect that Sweden's going to come to you and be like, "Hey, we want you to be Swedish citizens so that you can
No.
join our
No,
own
it was just
league."
a
No, it's
comparison.
just a-
That's
it's
what
just an
USA is going to do
example.
to the world.
Yeah, but I'm saying that Matt's team is nowhere near as good as the best players that these other countries can pick. Sorry, Matt. Your team
But it was a
sucked.
good. I was just comparing the backup Winona
You're telling
State
me
team.
I can't make the Slovenian team?
No.
They need me.
But this is
I
like
know a
comparing
corner route.
me to Tyreek Hill. Like, what does that have to do with anything?
Because that's who they're going to be trotting out.
They're not pulling me to their Olympic team.
They
I
are
am not
pulling an
worth a crap to
equivalent
them.
of you.
No, they're
Okay,
not.
All right.
They're pulling way better athletes than
So
me.
do you know of a football league out there that's just like killing it? You're like, wow, this is a competing product
no,
to the NFL.
that's not my point. I'm talking that they have athletic people. That certainly, I'm not saying they're going to win gold.
We're going to have to wait 4 years to
saying
settle
they're
this debate.
talented.
I know that's
Like-
the worst part is that it's going to have to be until 2028. And when our lineup of Tyreek Hill, Justin Jefferson, Patrick Mahomes, and then fill in whatever other
Travis
player
Kelce.
you want, Travis Kelce.
He's going to be, what, 43 years old?
You know what the
He's
best
going to be
part is gonna
old.
He'll
be?
still
That they're
do
not
it.
going to send any of these players anyways.
They want to go.
They want to, and they're still not going to do it. They're all just...
I would agree with Trevor on that. I don't think their sponsorships and all that stuff will let them.
yeah.
And their agencies will let them.
All right, so we're going to have Tua throwing to, let's say, Jordan
Gonna be
Addison.
concussed in the
Yep.
first play.
Take that.
You can't tackle. How are they going to get concussed?
I'm just kidding.
Trevor's just stirring pots over here.
All right, let's
we need to move on.
Just stirring pots.
I'm not changing my mindset here. So
All
let's
of that
go.
better get cut. That's just
It's not getting cut. We're keeping that bad boy in.
this is gonna be like
The only thing we're
You guys,
cutting
like,
is
think other countries are our athleticism or something. Like, I don't know what is going on. I don't get how you're saying that they're going to be picking people equivalent to me. This is one of your takes.
if you're go.
no. Let
That's all I'm saying.
let the silence linger. I think he deserves
Okay.
it.
We can just... and the podcast is over.
USA Mercy Rule Flag Football 2028. It's in LA. It's going to be an absolute disaster down there. But wherever we are at in life, maybe we should all go. And just for flag football.
We got to start putting in for the lottery thing now. Then,
Yeah, I know.
yeah, you can't just show up and be like, I'm here to watch the Olympics.
Yeah, I know.
That's not how it works.
Lee lives down there in downtown. Oh, that's going to be a disaster. It just makes my head hurt thinking about the travel.
You're not going.
It would be sweet.
So what does it matter?
Maybe.
Okay, all right. He's gonna go play for the Olympic team.
It's 4 years from now.
He's gonna be mossing dudes.
I'm going to try out.
Yep.
Okay.
We get 200 downloads. I'll go put my name in and try out. 200 downloads.
He's gonna be torching dudes from Argentina.
Did you know?
See it.
Did you know you can go to open tryouts for the NFL? How bad that
Is
would
this
be?
a Vincent
Yeah, it's-
Papali situation?
yeah,
What are
exactly
you
what I was
talking
thinking.
about?
Who's that?
From
The-
Invincible?
Yeah,
You never saw that
special
movie?
teams player.
Oh, was that with Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Eagles guy.
No, I've never seen that movie. But that would be a cruel punishment for a fantasy football loss. Having to go
tryouts?
try out for.
Probably not. You'd only be there for like half a day before they cut you. Not even half a day, probably. They'd just
Well,
be
that's
like,
what I
"Get
mean.
off-
But just
get
go
off our
embarrass
field."
yourself and have someone come like record it.
Be
I
humbled.
don't think they'd let the
Yeah.
recording in.
I don't know.
So like, I don't think you'd have any evidence of it.
Well,
Other
since
than,
we're talking about us washed-up athletes, let's talk about some real athletes in this athlete draft that Matt threw together.
First ever athlete draft. And for people that are curious, it's a very simple concept. So you have to have a squad of today's current athletes. So they had to have played in the last year, and you have to complete each professional sport. So we have NBA, NFL, NHL, PGA, golf, MLB, and then we have one wild card spot. So we're gonna link that into the Olympics, and I'll reveal which sport got picked. But as options, we have swimming, gymnastics, boxing, skateboarding, surfing, and volleyball. So basically what you have to do is you have to draft a player from their respective professional sport and put them into a new sport. So you can't have LeBron be your pick for the NBA. You have to have LeBron be your pick
Darn it.
for the NFL. Or similarly, if you want to have Mookie Betts, you can't have him be in your MLB team. You can have him be your golfer or something like that. It's just a fun way to try to see what kind of different combinations we can get. I have some listed in our doc that we share. Trevor went rogue and got his own group, which is totally fine.
Sounds like Trevor.
But
Did you do that 10 minutes before you came here?
No.
You did it before that?
Yeah.
We played volleyball all day yesterday. Did you do it at home last night?
Pretty much.
That's
I was falling
impressive.
asleep. I just realized I never picked a second NFL one. I don't know.
anyways,
All
so
right.
we're doing this snake draft. So basically 1 through 3, and then the third pick, because it's going to come back up, gets 3, 4 technically. So Danny was the one who drew up above when I got here, and it's going to go me, Taylor,
Rigged.
Trevor in order.
Matt rigged it.
I know,
Yeah,
rigged.
very much rigged. Right
And the
there.
Olympic sport that we are picking for is surfing. So it was randomly picked. So you have to pick an athlete.
Pick an
You have to
athlete
pick
that
an
can
athlete
surf?
from
I
one
did
of
wi-
these sports
I did witness. It was randomly picked.
that has to go
Oh, I
into
don't doubt
surfing.
that. I can pick any athlete because I have no idea who could surf.
Hey, I don't either. But
I know what sport I'm instantly picking when it comes to surfing.
so yeah, you'll have to state your case.
I will state all my cases.
Do you guys have any other questions before we start?
Well, do we go by each sport? Like,
Can
No.
I? Yeah, I was gonna say, can I pick any sport in any order?
Any sport. So if
Okay.
you want to, if no one's picked NBA and you want to pick it, you want to pick somebody for your NBA team, and go ahead.
Got you. So it doesn't have to go
on a line.
NBA, NBA,
No.
NBA. Got you. Okay.
That helps strategy wise.
Yeah.
That helps strategy wise.
Are you writing this down?
I am writing it down here.
Love it.
So I'll have it covered.
Love it.
So I'm first
Do 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 do.
with my first pick, and I already revealed this to him.
He did.
I'm going to go Steph Curry for PGA because
Which is like everyone's first pick.
we know he's an avid golfer. He's a very good golfer. I mean, I've seen
Yeah, would have been mine too.
That would have been mine.
the what is it? The challenge? Isn't
Yeah.
that
Well, he
the
just
2
won a
1 2?
tournament somewhere too. I don't,
Like he's a really solid golfer.
He's played in professional events
I actually
and
looked this up.
pro-ams.
Apparently, assuming the article I read was accurate, he's a 1.3 handicap.
That's
Negative 1.3 or plus?
Plus 1.3.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
that's
Yeah.
really good. So I'm picking Curry first because
Plus 1.3. Go
That's
ahead,
what
Matt.
He
the article I
is-
saw said.
he's an amazing golfer. Love to have him on my team. Brings a lot of energy. Yeah, that's my first pick. So next up is Taylor.
Oh, man. I don't know if I want to go miscellaneous right away. Nope. I'm going Aaron Judd to my NFL team, putting him at tight end.
He's a big boy.
He is a big boy.
He can handle himself.
He's an athlete. I
Yep.
think he can do some damage out there. Just Travis Kelce routes. Up the middle, turn your head, keep running. That's all you got to do. That's
it.
I'm going there.
I gotta pick the one that everybody wants to see, the LeBron in the NFL.
Okay.
All right,
Everyone.
You're going LeBron.
The obvious, like everybody wants
Where are
to at
you
least
putting
see
him,
it.
though? What position?
He's a tight end.
He's got to be a tight end, yeah. I
He
mean, you
can
could
move
put
the-
him as a receiver, really, but like,
6'8" receiver?
but like, why wouldn't you just let him block too? The man's made of pure muscle.
True.
Like,
That's true.
let him have his shot at hitting someone.
Yeah, LeBron kind of legendary in his, what could have been his NFL career.
Yeah. His downside is you got 1 year of him playing NFL because he's
Yeah.
too old for this. So
Have
like-
you ever?
Just
this
be-
is a long time ago, but there was like I think it was during the NBA lockout, the last one that they had. There was like a 7-on-7 football game where LeBron and Kevin Durant were playing football against each other, and they were on opposite teams, and it was amazing.
No, I didn't see
Because
that.
they were like guarding each other and everything like that, and like
Yeah, I mean-
Durant just like destroying dudes out there, like not somebody who you would
Durant
think would
looks
be.
like he would break if he got
Yeah,
hit
he's
in the
not
legs
somebody that you
one
would
time.
think, but like it was awesome.
Well, as a
I think it was
receiver, it'd
during
be
the-
pretty awesome
during
because
the
I mean he's
lockout.
pretty quick and I mean
Seven-
you throw
seven- 7-1,
way
7-2,
up there.
yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
Interesting.
So all right, so you got LeBron. Who's your next pick, Trevor?
oh yeah, I get to go again. Oh, let's see here. Which sport do I want to go in
He
here?
was not prepared. Actually, he was prepared
I
with
think-
randoms.
I'm gonna go with my NBA pick, and I'm gonna pull our Viking player of T.J. Hawkinson.
Ooh.
Apparently, he had almost 2,000 points from. Don't remember if that was college or high school.
Wow.
I think it was high school.
Some research here. He's
Whoa.
not on my list. Look
Almost
at that.
2,000 points in high school, and he went to Iowa, somewhere in Iowa.
Attaboy.
Huh.
Look at that.
I did have
I
a second option, but I'll let you guys pick your guys for NBA before, for the NBA before I say that guy.
Man, I'm going to take Austin Matthews to my MLB team.
That is literally the only one I wrote down for MLB. Don't
hockey,
do this to me.
hockey players, hand-eye coordination, being able to contact that ball coming in extremely fast.
But
the only
did
thing
you
I
see he actually was in high school.
I knew he
on,
played.
like, the
I knew he played a
looks
little
for-
bit.
I think he might have played at AAA,
Did he?
like not a game, but like the basically like getting interest.
I knew he played a
from
little
teams.
bit, and I know there's other guys out there that can play baseball, like especially NFL players that have been drafted and all that good stuff. But I don't know, just the hand-eye coordination, the ability for those hockey players to
Well, do you know
smack
what
pucks
position he
out of
played?
the air. What position did he play?
Yeah,
No, I feel like he'd be like a middle infielder.
he was a catcher.
He was?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. All right. Yeah, I'm going Austin Matthews.
Told you I did a little bit of my research before I showed up.
Austin Matthews. Okay.
But now I have nothing for MLB because that was my only one I didn't think it'd be taken.
I'm gonna do Noah Lyles for NFL because
Okay.
That'd be fun.
sprinter. He's also pretty big. He's not small.
You got
he's
your
he's not a
Tyreek
short
Hill
guy.
moment.
He is a big boy.
Exactly.
Like-
So honestly, I think he would absolutely crush in that field. Like, well, actually, no, I don't
Well, you
know
still
that
have to
for a
make sure he
fact.
catches it.
Right, that's the
But
problem.
yeah, he's going to be open.
Is he going to be able to catch? I don't know, but I think I like the concept of Noah Lyles running down the field. He might need Patrick Mahomes to be his quarterback for it to work.
Well, anyone with a
Um,
big arm.
yeah.
Like, I feel like.
Yeah, absolutely.
JJ?
Absolutely. Let me see here.
I mean, I would love to see that match. Like, that'd be fun to watch.
All right, let's see here. Who
Justin Jefferson and Noah Lyles.
Who am I going to pick next? Who do you think is a good who could swim?
Wait, we have swimming?
Oh, I can't.
Well, surfing.
Oh, surfing.
Surf-
So you
Surfing.
need to be able to. You need to be able to
I have
swim
one
a little
for
bit.
surfing, but
Okay.
I don't know if it's actually true
All
or
right.
not because clearly I did not know surfing was coming up.
I'm just gonna guess because I'm not entirely sure.
Surfing's tough.
Do you guys think Ricky Fowler might be good at surfing?
I don't know.
Honestly, I don't know. He was a motocross guy before he got into golf.
Okay.
So let's put it this way: that like any athlete probably could be, as long as they're an athlete that has any balance at all, probably
right.
could be a good surfer.
If you're a golfer, you have to have some balance, right?
I
Yeah,
know
I
where you're
mean-
going with this, yes, and
Okay.
that's where my mind is too when it comes to surfing.
Okay, so I'm going with Ricky Fowler for my
Yeah.
Olympics pick. Ricky, welcome to the team.
Welcome to the team.
I'll pick my Olympics when it gets back to it.
I think
Oh man.
I think this is good. I'm trying to look at this group because my other thought was going with an NHL person for that,
yeah.
because obviously you need a lot of coordination for it.
Well, do we have to switch up? Can we like pull like 5 people from NBA? There was no rule against that.
You got to switch it up.
You have to pull from a different sport.
You got to switch it up. That's the fun part.
Well, you have to pull from a sport that they don't play, but like, so you can't pull from the same.
You got okay.
Okay, but here's the one question. So you throw surfing in there. I don't know any surfers. Like, how are we pulling?
Okay,
like,
but you don't-
One of them you have to pull 2, right?
right. This is
One of them you do.
This
Yeah.
is why
I'm
this-
trying to pull one from each category.
I
That's
was
what I'm trying to do.
too, but
That's
as soon
what
as
I'm doing.
surfing comes in, like, I don't know a single
Yeah.
surfer, so
But
like,
that's
I can't
fine.
do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
But that's fine. No, you get to pick from the Olympians that I have listed.
Oh, sure.
Yes. So the Olympians that I have listed they're from swimming, track, gymnastics, volleyball, skateboarding, boxing.
Okay.
there's a bunch of different ones.
Sure.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is that satisfactory for you?
Yeah, I just want to figure out the person that I was going to pick if that was not the
No,
case.
you just want to try to find a way to win, even though I'm going to. Taylor, you're up.
No, I just want.
I'm also going to pick my surfing athlete. I am also keeping it in the golf realm because I already went with hockey to my baseball team. If it wasn't for... So my initial thought was pick a hockey player to be on the surfboard, just with balance and being on the ice and being able to skate. But you're right about the whole balance thing. I'm going Max Homa to my surfer. He's a
Okay.
California kid. He went to
Oh,
Cal.
okay.
I'm assuming maybe he grew up by the ocean.
not any of the landlocked spots.
So that was my whole reason of asking that whole question in the first place. I was actually going to pick Steven Adams just because he's
Were you?
from New Zealand.
Yeah.
So I was like, he's gotta, maybe he knows something. I
Who
don't
knows?
know.
I don't know.
Max Homa, welcome to the team, my man.
So I can't pick literally the surfer right off the list of Olympians that you listed.
You
No.
You cannot pick a surfer
No,
to surf.
that is the point.
You know what would be fun? I think someone who has some seriously good balance would be Simone Biles. Let's see, it's just this tiny gymnastics
Wow.
person right on
All
a
right.
surfboard.
You're going with Simone Biles, even though
Oh,
I
yeah.
said that's the Olympic wild card, and you're not supposed to take any of the Olympians off
You
of that
literally
list.
just said that I was supposed to for.
No, you have the Olympian list, and you pick them to go into a different sport.
The Olympian, yeah, they can
so
go to
they're
a
the
different
ones
sport.
That can't go in surfing. is what
They
you're
cannot
saying.
go
Right.
into the Olympics.
the wild card spot.
Cannot be used for random category.
I believe I do have that in there.
It's not highlighted though.
Okay, not
Yeah, your
highlighted.
rules were not very. They were clear when you said them, but they weren't clear on the written rules here. But okay,
Okay.
so we're
Oh
gonna go
my
with golf.
goodness.
Anthony Mantha, who played for the Vegas Knights. Apparently, he was a plus 3.2 in golfing.
Okay.
Handicap.
Anthony Manga?
Mantha.
Mantha.
Mantha?
Who are
I
you?
don't-
He's
Who
an
are you
NHL
guys
player. I
pulling?
don't know my NHL players.
My
I just know that
goodness.
this guy is good at golf.
I'm just so damn impressed that you did your own research on this that I'll allow it. Let's
Yeah.
keep rocking.
Let me
man.
be.
You got another one here.
Oh shoot! Let me be for a second here.
Nope.
I need to
Screwed
remember
up
what
my
I picked.
MLB one.
I can run through
Here's
the
a
picks,
fun
too.
one. This was not necessarily a good pick, but I just really badly want to see this. Apparently, Zach Edey played hockey.
No.
So I want to see him in the NHL.
Zach Edey, 7'3"
Apparently, he was
Canadian.
actually pretty decent when he was young.
Zach Edey.
Yeah.
Is
He was a 6 foot. I don't remember what grade he was.
I was
but
just
he was
gonna
like way
say,
taller
how
than
big
everyone
was
I've
he
seen.
on skates? He's like a, What?
He was a defender.
Chara. What the heck is his first name? He was on
Yeah,
the Bruins
Chara
for
was like he's
6'9".
Yeah, he's a big
on
boy.
skates.
Yeah.
Jeepers.
Can you imagine Zach Edey
Okay.
being out there?
So you got Zach Edey
Yeah.
and you're on your hockey team.
Speaking
Okay.
of Zach Edey, we talked about him a couple podcasts ago. He's looking good in summer league.
He's beating up on the bums.
It's
Yes.
because of that hockey background.
Double doubles. I am going to be putting Travis Kelce as my small forward in the NBA. Why? Because I'm a Travis Kelce homer.
I guarantee is good.
And he's an athlete.
It probably works. It probably works. All right.
Welcome to the team, buddy.
All right. Let's go. I'm gonna go NFL because you just went NFL, and I want to make sure I get my guy. I'm gonna go with Trent Williams. He is a left tackle for the 49ers. He's 6'8", 350-ish pounds, and he's going to be my goalie on my NHL team.
Oh, my goodness.
No one is getting a puck past him. He is a left tackle. He's protected the blind side.
Oh, man.
He is perfect for that
Sure.
spot.
Maybe.
He is perfect.
Maybe.
He just has to sit there. He's all good. Just block
Those
it
corners
all
are
out,
wide
Trent
open.
Williams. Block it out, buddy.
I might need Matt to read me off like what I have left.
Yeah, I can
I'm
definitely
looking
do
and
that.
I'm like, what the heck?
I definitely realized I marked some people down in wrong spots just now, so that's great.
Perfect.
So all I have left.
What do we all have
I
left?
think we should only have 2 left, right? So I have MLB and surfing, I think.
So all I have left is NBA and MLB.
NBA and MLB to Matt.
Yes. And I've done my Olympian, I've done my golfer, I've done my NFL player, I've done my NBA player. So I have NHL and I have MLB left. And obviously the MLB player cannot go in the MLB slot. So we are going to do. Let's do Julio Rodriguez in NBA. He's fast, he's big, plays center fielder for the Mariners. Young guy, very handsome.
Very handsome. Throw that in there.
I think he'd be a hit. I think he'd be great.
Where's he going? NBA, you said?
Yeah, NBA. Don't know what a shot's going to look like, but I trust him.
Terrible.
I trust him.
All right.
So Taylor,
I think it's my last pick. Correct me if I'm wrong.
you are wrong.
I am wrong. What do I have left?
You need NHL and you need PGA.
Oh, I do need PGA. Well, I'm going to go with the NHL. I'm going with the man from Dallas who cooked the Timberwolves. Sorry, guys. Kyrie Irving. He's going to be a slippery little guy in the NHL.
Okay.
Just flying around.
All right. He has good coordination, obviously.
Yep.
Definitely does.
So-
Yep.
Slap some skates on, and he'd still be pretty much taller than everybody else out
Yep.
there.
Yep.
Yeah, he would.
He can handle the
Not
ball.
that that's
I don't
your,
know
like,
if he
key
can
thing that
handle.
you need in hockey, but
You know,
He can
it
handle
probably
the ball.
helps.
I don't know if he'd be able to handle the puck, but hopefully those hands can
I
coordinate to
guarantee
something.
he can handle the puck. It's whether he can skate.
The man can skate. He was skating on the side of his shoes with those friggin' tassels he had on those things.
Okay.
I still can't believe he didn't eat it.
Yeah.
One of those
Yeah,
times.
they were like perfectly measured.
Yeah.
So, there you go. Welcome to the team, Kyrie.
Trevor, last 2 picks. You got MLB and Olympics left.
Well, like I said, I got to give the people what they want to see. Tiger Woods is going to the MLB.
Metal rods be damned.
Yep.
Tiger Woods,
How
MLB.
fun would that be?
He's going to leg out a triple.
And because of mixing up the sports more so, I had to pull someone from the MLB for surfing, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel like Mike Trout's good at everything. Let's give him a go
Mike Trout.
To where?
to surfing.
Oh.
Surfing.
I mean,
Okay.
I don't know any baseball players that are going to be good at surfing, so
Otani, born in Japan.
I don't trust him.
No? All right.
Nope, it's got to be Mike Trout.
I
Man.
don't think there's a lot of Japanese surfers.
Yeah, I've never really...
Even though they are
known.
an island
Yeah.
nation, but you know.
And then I have one left, right?
Last pick, you got to pick for PGA, and you got to pick from
The Olympic sports.
the Olympic sports. Who's going to be your golfer?
Oh, boy. I have no clue.
Hey, this NHL one, I have no idea about either.
Let's go with... This is tough. I should probably... Golf is one of the harder ones. Let's go with...
Everybody
No,
waited.
no, no.
Everybody
I mean,
waited for MLB until the last couple rounds.
Hang on, I don't have to pull from MLB, do I? I got Aaron Judd going to NFL.
he
Oh,
already
that's
has
true.
I have to
MLB.
pull. I have to pull from the Olympic
Yes,
roster.
you got to get the Olympics.
Oh, that's interesting.
I'm gonna go with the man I've been talking about a little bit, crazy athlete playing volleyball this year with good old Annie Benish. I'm going with Miles Partain as my golfer. I have no clue if that man golfs.
I doubt he's good right now, but I guarantee he could be.
He also grew up in California, and they can golf all year round out there. So there's my reasoning behind that.
California bias showing through.
I just have to imagine he plays a little too much volleyball to get around to golfing all that much.
Yeah, he's not golfing right now.
Okay.
I got to go to the Olympics.
So last pick of the draft, as our listeners are probably aware, I don't know anything about hockey, but I do know who Connor McDavid is, and I do think he might be. Okay.
I know one guy
in Major League Baseball. He can slap a puck, can he not?
He can.
So he can slap a ball.
Connor McDavid.
That's my logic.
Is known for, well, he's just an outright stud.
Yeah.
But he's fast.
Okay, great.
I can tell you for sure that Taylor won the MLB portion.
All right, let me do a recap for everybody here. So, for my draft, in NBA I have Julio Rodriguez. In MLB I have Connor McDavid. In PGA I have Steph Curry, #1 pick. In NHL I have Trent Williams. In NFL I have Noah Lyles. In the Olympics I got Ricky Fowler.
Ricky
surfing.
Fowler surfing for you. He's also a California boy.
Great. Taylor, in NBA he's got Travis Kelce. In MLB he's got Austin Matthews. In PGA he's got Mike Pertain.
Miles
Partain. Miles Partain.
Sorry, Miles.
Close.
Sorry.
NFL, he's got Aaron Judge. NHL, he's got Kyrie. And Olympics, he's got Max Homa.
What a squad.
And Trevor's team, he's got NBA, TJ Hawkinson, apparently Iowa legend on the basketball court.
Oh, yeah.
MLB, he's got 50-plus-year-old Tiger Woods entering.
Spinal fusions, knee fusions,
scenario,
ankle fusions.
Jersey sales are going to be amazing.
They would be amazing. PGA, he's got Anthony Mantha, correct?
Yep.
Okay, apparently a hockey player who's also a good golfer. In NHL, he's got Zach Edey, who is 7'3".
Flawless.
Canadian.
My best pick there.
NFL, no, this is your best pick. LeBron, who would be mossing dudes like crazy.
True.
And in the Olympics, he's got Mike Trout, because Trout is the name of a fish. So
that's the reason.
It must be the reason why.
Oh, boy.
So let us know.
That was fun.
Who won the draft?
Yeah, that was interesting.
I think I did pretty well. I think I got some solid dudes on my squad.
You got Curry.
Maybe some people can correct me on the Connor McDavid thing. Help me out a little bit. But I think I did pretty good.
No, that was good. That was good. That was a fun one, boys.
Long one.
Long one. Yeah, that's all right. Thanks for listening. We really do appreciate it. Episode 6 of the podcast. We'll keep bringing them to you. We'll do a couple Olympic recaps. We don't know what really is on the horizon because Olympics are coming up. I don't know when football starts.
In like a month.
Oh, it does. It starts that soon?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, like training camp and stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm not going to get into training camp. You guys can get into training camp if you want, but...
Tune in next time. Hush Puppy Hot Dish.
Yep, Hush Puppy Hot Dish. How many downloads?
I don't know, one.
One download?
Let's go with one.
Wait, I'm making it.
Yeah. You want to do it?
No, you just said my name.
No, I'm making it.
Oh, Trevor and Taylor.
Man, that Hush Puppy Hot Dish is going to be good. Thanks, guys. Until next time, appreciate it. See ya.